I want you to close your eyes for a moment. Think back to your childhood. Were you praised for being mature? For being the strong one? For handling things better than most adults? For being so independent? Stop. I have a secret for you. That maturity you were praised for, it wasn't maturity. It was a survival strategy. For millions of us, childhood wasn't a time for play, wonder, or scraped knees. It was a time for responsibility, for being an emotional caretaker, for keeping secrets, for being a miniature adult. If this feels like your story, that quiet, heavy ache of a childhood you never truly had, then this video is for you. We are going deep into the psychology of a child who grew up too fast, uncovering the invisible wounds, the secret strengths, and the profound, lifelong impact of what psychologists call parentification. Parentification is the psychological term for when a child is forced to take on an adult role, often becoming the emotional or instrumental caretaker for their parent or their siblings. This isn't just a child being helpful. This is a role reversal that fundamentally warps their development. The world saw a responsible, impressive child. But what was really happening on the inside? This child's emotional landscape is hijacked. Instead of learning to process their own feelings, their sadness, their fear, their need for comfort, they are constantly focused on managing other people's emotions. They become expert people pleasers, hypervigilant emotional translators, always reading the room because their safety depended on it. The child's own needs vanish. How can a child ask for comfort when they are the designated comforter? How can they cry when they are the one wiping away tears? This creates a deep-seated belief. My needs are a burden. They grow up feeling their existence is validated only by what they do for others, not by who they are. Was your childhood defined by a constant feeling of being needed? Not a sweet, occasional need, but a heavy, foundational need. The child who grew up too fast never just catches up to a normal adulthood. They carry the blueprint of survival into their adult lives. And this is where the real pain begins. These aren't character flaws. They are trauma responses masquerading as adult traits. Here are the silent wounds that surface in adulthood. You despise needing anyone. Asking for help feels physically painful. You build a fortress of self-sufficiency, but deep down, it's a terrifying loneliness. You believe, if I depend on someone, they will inevitably disappoint or abandon me. You learn to trust only yourself. You are a high-achieving perfectionist. You're excellent at your job, your finances, your planning. You are the rock in every friend group. But you secretly struggle with imposter syndrome and crushing burnout. Why? Because your childhood rewarded performance, not presence. You confuse your output with your worth. You feel deeply uncomfortable with rest, fun, or pure, simple joy. Whenever things are good, an anxious voice screams, the other shoe is about to drop. You were trained to be hypervigilant for the next crisis, so a relaxed state feels dangerous, unearned. If you are nodding right now, if you feel a lump in your throat, know this: you are not just stressed. You are carrying the weight of a stolen childhood, and you are not alone. The good news, the profound psychological truth, is that it is never too late to reclaim the childhood you were denied. This is the act of reparenting your inner child, giving yourself what you had to give everyone else. This is the hard, necessary work of healing. Step 1. Acknowledge the theft. First, you must mourn. Acknowledge that something precious was taken. You don't have to forgive anyone yet, but you must validate your own experience. Say the words out loud. My childhood was not fair. I was forced to carry too much. This validation is the first act of self-care. Step 2. Practice receiving. This is the most difficult step. Allow yourself to be taken care of. Accept help without immediately feeling the need to repay it. Let a loved one cook you dinner, just because. Buy yourself something purely joyful, with no purpose other than pleasure. You need to rewire your brain to believe that receiving love and care is safe. Step 3. Schedule unproductive time. Fight the competence curse. Schedule 15 minutes a day for pure play. Doodle, listen to music, watch clouds, or do nothing. When the guilt monster whispers, "You should be working," gently reply, "I am working on my healing." Rest is productive. Step 4. Set gentle boundaries. You are the caretaker, so people will expect you to be the caretaker. Now, you must learn to say no, not as an act of rejection, but as an act of self-preservation. You are protecting the energy your inner child needs. You don't have to earn your peace. You don't have to be the strong one anymore. You are allowed to be soft. You are allowed to be taken care of. And you are allowed to simply be. That strong child saved you. Honor them. But now, that strong adult gets to give that child a long overdue break. Healing isn't a race. It's a gentle walk back home to yourself. If this video resonated with you, if you recognize the hyper-independent person, the people pleaser, the one who can't rest, please let me know in the comments. Share one small thing you will do this week to show care for your inner child. Don't let this wisdom just sit here. Like this video to send this message to others who need to hear it. And subscribe for more deep dives into the psychology that truly explains your life. Thank you for being brave enough to acknowledge your story. It's time to let the child inside you finally play.